Don't know what for, but I'd have been going through for the next round. But I love that song, because you see, the important thing is not to know what the future holds, but to know who holds the future. That's the important thing. That's why God should be feared. That's why we shouldn't be scared of putting our life in God's hands. Because if God knew the future, that's pretty impressive. But what's more impressive, He holds the jolly thing in His hand. This is the brilliant thing. God holds the future. He doesn't just know it, He is it. He holds it in His hand, and this is the great excitement. So, story. When I got married, my wife said to me, Emma, she'd always wanted a blue and yellow rubber dinghy. So when we got married, we went on holiday to Swanage. Anybody ever heard of Swanage? It's like the Blackpool of the South Coast, okay? And we went on holiday to Swanage, and I'm walking along the road, holding hands. We're still talking then, okay? Okay, like this. I was on my bike, anyway. Hey? So walking hands like this, we didn't just turn around and walk back down like that. It's just that if I kept going, I'd have hit the wall, so it was a long road. And I knew Emma's desire to have a blue and yellow rubber dinghy. So when we got, okay. So as I was walking along, it was there. It was there. Oh my. I said to Emma, love, regarde. He's looking at it in French. Very European. Said, look, regarde. And she went, regarde. What? Because she didn't know much French. And I said, look, love, blue and yellow rubber dinghy. And I said to her, blue. I didn't actually have glasses at the time. A blue and yellow rubber dinghy. You've always wanted. You can have one. I walked into the shop, I said, good sir, I want that. He said, you can't have that. I said, I want it. I want that blue and yellow rubber dinghy. Price, now you need to remember the prices because I forget. I think it was $24.99. I'm not sure, it went up with inflation. I got a cent, that was good. I'm really pleased with myself. $24.99. He went, you can't have that one, that's a demonstrator. Which I thought was a big delusion to me. He said to me, you can have one of these, and he pulled one out, and I've looked at it, I said, we'll never get in that. He said, you've got to pump it up. It's kind of flat packed. So he handed me the blue and yellow rubber dinghy, and I was walking out, he said, you'll need a pump. So a pump. Pump. Oh. Yeah. What were you thinking? A pump. What's a pump? A pump? A pump? A pump? A pins? You want a pins, do you? Church meeting, you're asking about pins, that's ridiculous. Pump, yeah. I just didn't want you to lose the story, okay? So, pump, alright? So I get the pump, and I'm walking out, he says, you'll need some paddles. So we've got the blue and yellow rubber dinghy, priced at $24.99. We've got the, thank you, inflating mechanism, $2.99, and the paddles, you have to have two, £3.50. Huh? I don't know, love, I mean, it's been a few years now. Why, are you going to give me the money back or something? I mean, what do you do? Each. Yeah, and what pound did you pump the vessel up to as well? You'll be asking in a minute, won't you? So anyway, for the pair, I think, just in case you need a detail, alright? So, anyway, so we've got this here blue and yellow ribbon ink, £24.99, and we've got the pump at £3.50 and the pump at £2.99 or whatever it was, and the paddles at £3.50. And we're walking down each. Yes, thank you. and then I'm starting to now pump it up. Inflate it, yeah. So pump up, alright? So now the thing is, you need to understand about this pump is that it was a big pump, and it goes, well, you have like two bits that you put your feet on, like that. And then it had like a T-shaped bit at the top where the handles were, you know the sort that I mean? And you push it down like that, and it's clever because when you pull it up, it sucks air in. Do you know the sort that I mean? And when you push it down, it pushes the air out. Okay. Now, so the problem is, he had a bit of a wheeze. I think it was an asthmatic pump. Okay. So every time I went down, it went like this. Now, I'm not being funny. If you simply pumping up a beach ball, you can handle a few, can't you? But when you're pumping up an ocean-going vessel, you do feel the need over a period of 40 minutes to defend yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like. So eventually, I've gone, have you got a problem with the pronunciation here or something? How is it? How much are you spinning? That's what you're going to ask, isn't it? So eventually we're going to, and I took it down to the water's edge. Emma said to me, this is a true story, this is exactly how it happens, folks, so you need to understand. And there's a reason we're telling this story, it's important, okay? So get down to the water's edge, and Emma said to me, I tell you what, darling, you go out in it first, see whether you can get back. Why did that seem like a very sensible suggestion at the time? I can't swim for toffee. Honestly, I can't swim for toffee. I mean, I dare say, if there was a piece of toffee in the sea, I might swim for it. But I can't swim. Honestly, I am useless at swimming. I'm like good for 3 of those, and then I start to panic. And it turns out like that, and then I'm panicking. So I went out of the boat, and then I am really going for it. Because, ladies, the thing you need to understand about men, okay, is we can't do things like this qualification statement there by half. There's other things we do by half very well, thank you very much. But on this particular type of thing, we get a bit into it. And if you don't, you're not a bloke. Okay. So I am no longer in a blue and yellow rubber dinghy at £24.99 with paddles at £3.50 each. and a pumped up by a £2.99 pump, whatever price it was. I am no longer doing this. I am now in the Oxford and Cambridge boat race. And I am giving it loudly. Come on! And after a little while had passed, I thought to myself, I'm doing really well here. I'm doing really, really well. And I looked and thought, I have done fantastically well. In fact, honestly, I knew I'd gone far when a bloke shouted, bonjour. That bit wasn't true. But I did go far, and this bit is true. I realised I'd gone far when I saw the cross-channel ferry fairly near to where I was. And I could read those little numbers on the side, you know, that little mark thing that they have. And I thought, I need to turn around and go back. So I started to do that. Now, this is rude, so I'm going to turn around again. Okay, so now I'm going back like that. But I didn't seem to be going anywhere. Does that make sense? It didn't matter how much I really went for it, I didn't seem to be going anywhere. And in fact, now I'm starting to panic. So much that I'm really, really going for it. And then I get pins and needles in one of my arms. The problem is, that arm now became weaker than the other arm. So all I am doing now is this. I am not getting anywhere. I am beginning to panic. I was seeing myself going further and further out. I waved to Emma like that. She thought I was just having a good time and waved back. And I am really starting to panic. It was at this time, gonna be honest with you, a little tear.